get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in.
Hey guys, this is Adam with No Torque Garage, and today I have a small little video for you guys. We're going to get started a little bit on this new project of mine that I got behind me that I'll show you here in a minute. But I found a bunch of really cool tools around here and figured I'd show them off a little bit and kind of do some unboxings. I don't know what half of these are because I haven't opened any of the boxes yet, but I did see something really cool. Some like really old school letter punches. Has the whole thing of the alphabet, has the and symbol, period symbol, all that kind of fun stuff. I just thought it was pretty cool and I found them, so I thought I'd share. Then a big punch tap and die set down here with a little box in it that I got to find a home for now. That has a bunch of drill bits and stuff shoved in it, so I can't close it. Oh, almost. There we go. Then some more taps in a clear box, but that'll do. Then this says that it's a tap and die set as well. Ooh. It is a full tap and die set. Alright, that's pretty snazzy. I can find a home for that too. And it looks like I got a bunch of rivets. A bunch of different sizes, big, small, and indifferent. And a rivet gun. It's a click fast rivet gun. What else we got around here? Some more drill bits. I found a giant box of brand new drill bits earlier this week also, so that'll do. A bunch of smaller ones. This says VersaCut on the box. And it honestly just looks like a tiny saw. Little handheld saw. Quick change multi-purpose utility cutting tool, VersaCut. Oh, cool. Don't know what that might come in handy for, but it's always good to have more and more tools. Then it looks like a box full of more electrical stuff, like connectors and pliers and such, which I have a bunch of that you guys obviously know. But always nice to have another little electrical kit floating around somewhere in case I got to go do something on the side of the road. I don't have to take my entire toolbox. And I have no idea what these are. Directions on bottom. Oh, hex rethreader dies. Really old and rusty and kind of a little gross, but I mean, just more stuff that goes into tap and die sets. It's not bad, not bad. Gotta find homes for all of this so my workbench isn't cluttered still. What we got here? Oh, easy outs. Sweet, I need to keep those handy because I know I'm gonna need them on this, somewhere on this. So yeah, that'll go in the imminently gonna need pile. Another tap and die kit. How many did he have? Well, these are dies. It's a whole box of dies. A whole box of rethreaders. That's a whole box of taps. There's that. And then I found something other that was a little bit cool. Mighty Putty. Found a whole box of, there's like 6 vials in here of the big vials of Mighty Putty. I don't know what that's going to come in handy for, but we have it now. Gotta find a good spot for this. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff put away, and then I'll show you guys the project that we got going on. What's up, guys? So this is my new bike, as you guys saw in a couple videos prior, before I started putting out all the old archive stuff that I had saved up, that I wrecked the Road King. That thing's totaled, it's gone. And I bought this girl. She's nice, she's clean. She has a couple small little issues, like she needs a full 3-hole service. She needs new fuel in it. I got a bunch of aftermarket stuff to do because those bars that are up there are bent and I don't like the grips, and just a few other small minor things that we're going to do to it for the time being. I'm just not a fan of how big and bulky the grips are, and then the bars being bent, we're going to go with a different setup all together. Is the lift lowering? No, the lift's not lowering, it's just my eyes. But yeah, so the first order is going to be getting the bars off. I got to chase down the harness on the other side to figure out where it plugs into, because they both go into the frame on the side. So I got to find the plugs. Hopefully it has plugs and it's not all hardwired. That would kind of suck. But I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up and go to the other side, and we're going to start looking into getting the bars off so I can set up the new bars before they go on, just make it a little easier. So we're going to do that. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, since I'm here, figured I'll write out a list. Just do it like a standard work order like I do for everybody else's bike that comes in. That one hasn't. That one's got it. So this is a 2001 Lowrider. Unfortunately, with the wiring harness, we're going to have to cut the wiring harness. It's an old enough bike that there's no plugs inside the frame, which kind of sucks. So I have to snip the wiring harness in the center, put the new bars in, run the wiring through all the bars, and then solder them all back together, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We have way more harness than we need, so we'll have plenty of room to splice in and make it look all nice and tucked and cute. Otherwise, I'm gonna make this list for all the stuff that I got to do to this bike to get it on the road. I got a new front tire for it because that one's bald, pretty bald. So first order of business that we're gonna get to is getting the bar swap done. Second, we got a Road Warrior fairing that we're gonna put on the front of it as well. So we're gonna get that installed. We got a new headlight for it. And then we got to do a 3-hole service. We got to get a battery. And then otherwise we just need to get it detailed, put new fuel in it, and crank her over and get her going down the road. And so that's all I got right now on the 01 Lowrider. I am going to get the harness snipped, move the bars over to the workbench so I have better room to work on it, and that way I can just transfer stuff over to the new bars. So all you do for that is basically take some masking tape and put 2 pieces of masking tape on each end about that far apart, label on the left side, label on the right side, snip it in the center, and then take it over to the workbench where your new bars are sitting all nice and pretty and ready to be wired in. Undo all the clamps on top of the bars for all your grips and buttons and everything else. Lay those down, get those off, take the throttle cables off so you can move it over here to do all the wiring. And that's going to be about it for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and bring it on over, and we're going to get started on swapping everything over. Alrighty guys, so we got the bars off the bike. I mocked up the old one, well, the new ones that are going to go on there, and they look fucking rad, so I'm excited for that. Otherwise, got the old bars off, pulled the wires out. I just kind of got into a zone, so I forgot to kind of do an update. But the easiest way to do this, after you get everything disconnected and you snip the harness, because you have to rewire it all anyway, I can just kind of start working them out, start pulling out of the handlebar side, and then start pushing it up right where the risers were, and you just kind of start feeding and playing and trying to get them out. And got them both out. They're still labeled. We got a clutch side and a throttle side. Make sure you keep them labeled. It's just the best idea to do. Otherwise, there's only 5 or 6 wires. It's all different colors anyway, so you can just match them back up when you go to wire them back into the bike. Otherwise, that's it for right now. We're going to go ahead and get on to the next step. In the next day or two, it's just way too hot out here to do it today and keep going. It's like 95 in the shop, so I'm going to go inside where it's nice and cool with the AC. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good one. What's up, guys? So we're back with a new day, and to start off everything, I'm just getting the new bars put into a vise here so I have something to hold on to them. Nothing tight or anything to crush the bars, just need something to hold on to them. Well, I get these all mocked up with the new grips and everything else. That way, I can see where I need to drill the holes at in the bottom side of the bars. That way I can feed all the wiring inside the bars. They're only drag bars on giant risers, but I want to be able to hide the wiring with the buttons and everything else, so there's no pinching or no issues with it when I go to put it back together. So I just got them into a vise, and it looks like that far side is clutch side, so this is throttle side button. So I need to grab the actual throttle and the other grip for this side, and then I'll go ahead and get everything mocked up and going. So that one said that it's the throttle side. Go on there just like that there. If I get them to at least set up roughly where I need them to be. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. I'm going to do this number here. Get the grip up there. Into the hole. Ooh, we're getting somewhere. So that's all nice and smooth. That works the way it needs to be. We're going to drill. Oh man. I might actually just be able to drill it right there. Right into the edge. Alright, we're going to drill them right into the end, it looks like. So it looks like everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Where's that? Oh wow, that one's far off. Okay. Get clutch side over here. We might not even need to drill them actually. They're looking like they're going to stick right on their own. Yeah, we won't even need to drill these. It's even better. I hate drilling bars because I feel like they screw up the integrity of them. Yeah, we're not even gonna drill them. We're just gonna run them. Sweet. That makes my job easier. So I'm gonna get set up to do something else, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so since we don't have to drill the bars or anything like that, we're just going to go ahead and get the bars mounted back up. That way I can come over here and do all the wiring that needs to be done to get all the everything put back together. So the shitty thing is I didn't even need to clip these, so rewiring it, I really didn't. Oh no, I did need to do the bars. Never mind, we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and get these risers and everything else ready to get mounted back up, and then tighten everything down, and we'll have bars on here and start putting all the electrical and everything else back together. So this guy goes on the right side, over here, down yonder. That one started. Get this one started. Go ahead and get this guy started back up on here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be on. Because these being risers that are, the bottom of them is not connected at all, so if you put the top clamp back on, it just kind of makes things easier. When you tighten them down, that way everything stays all nice and lined up. Alright, get these tightened up and then we'll call it good. Go as far in as you can with just hand tightening it. That way you don't have to use the ratchet as long. It's nice that these go in nice by hand, so it's not too big of an issue. So you get to that point there. And you don't need to tighten them all the way down, just make them snug, so when you put the bars on, the bars go on easy, and then you just kind of give everything one little final tug at the end there. Go through here so I don't hit my light. Tank's already dented, so it should be okay. No major scuffies is all you want to look for. Cool. They're a little crooked, but once we put the bars in there and loosen these up, tighten them back down, everything will look straight. Which we should actually do now since we're not too worried about anything else. Which I tightened those down too much, so I'll back them off a little bit first. That way they can turn and twist a little bit. I got good movement. These things are noisy as hell. Bars and get those situated. Inside of these risers here. The only thing that kind of sucks doing bars for the first time on here is getting the risers to stay straight and everything when you're top clamping it down. We'll go ahead and get them going, started. Don't want to snug them down yet because we got to be able to get on there and check exactly where you're going to want them to be. But I'm guessing if I remember correctly, they're going to be somewhere around there. Ooh, we almost lost it. We almost killed some paint. These are all kind of snug down where they're going to be. That one needs to actually go farther, go tighter. This side's all the way up against the bars, that side's not yet. Looking in here, what kind of gap? There we go, now we're starting to get somewhere. That's tight. I'll get this side all nice and tightened down. It'll appear to be directly head on where they're supposed to be. Side appears good too. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and snug the bars down. Side's pretty snug there. Side's snug there. Not snug yet. Now it is. Now this side, loosey goosey. So we're gonna snug this side down. About the same gap on the top as the bottom on both sides. Kind of want to match them, make them even. Lose your Allen key in the socket in the process. Okay. That part's done. We're gonna get on here. Make sure everything looks all nice and even. Get some plugs. Nothing's moving. Everything seems fine. Risers and everything looks straight. Gaps look about the same and correct the way they're supposed to. I even did the bars pretty good with the level themselves. That feels pretty good actually. All right, cool. That's easy. Works for me. Gonna need to figure some kind of bracket out for the neutral light and turn signal light and everything, or else it's just gonna kind of stay there, which wouldn't be a huge problem because we are gonna have a big quarter fairing right here to hide everything. All the excess wiring that we got to do, it's kind of going to hide it all. It's not too big of an issue. Looks good on there. Everything's tightened. Next order of business is going to be getting grips and buttons and all the other stuff ran. That's all going to look good. Should all look good at least. So that's the clutch side, if I recall. Clutch side, so this is the throttle side. So we gotta get these on over here, get them started at least. Throttle on. I have to run the throttle cables back up here. Everything kind of sits the way that we want it to. Turns and twists good. Feels like it turns and twists good at least. Alright, so which one's which here? Which one do we got? Okay, that one goes towards the front of the bike. Goes towards the rear of the bike, looks good. Start in front of the bike, go up and through. Shove her on in there. It's a press in, so you gotta shove her on in. Back. Got to get the little gold doohickeys. That's the technical name for them too, gold doohickeys. Use one at a time, that way we can make sure we don't lose them. Believe me, that's the last thing you want to do is lose your gold doohickey. Get the rear one ran up here. It's got the same kind of press fitting on it. Gotta get my other gold doohickey. Want her to be right in the run. Without losing it, preferably. I do hate doing throttle cables. They're my least favorite thing to do, probably in this whole world. Never really learned any tricks to the trade to them, so they just kind of aren't fun to do, you know? to get the screws all started. Everything feels good so far. Let you hang so I can get your screws. It's this guy right here. It is for the other side. The other side has all Torx bit. Okay. Get these least started. You don't got to snug them down all the way because we still got to put the mirror and front brake lever back on before you snug everything down and move everything to the way that it's going to be. You at least want to get them snug-ish. That is a technical term too, snug-ish. Want to get throttle cables all going correctly too. We're just going to take it right back to where it was and see if that'll do it. Would you look at that? It's almost like I knew what I was doing. That's a first. Second order of business is to get this guy back on. And that's why all we did was snug that down a little bit on the front there, because you don't want it to be dead tight. Found it. Trying to get this thing to fit inside the slot. And this on the inside of the throttle cables. I can't remember if it is or not. Just go ahead and hang out for a second. It's not the correct size. It's just a little bigger because that is the correct size. Yep. Going on there without cross-threading her at all. This little girl shoved up in the hole. Start the other bolt. Now that it's all started, we're going to get all this roughly in the area that we're going to want it. Shit knocked back on the bike. Want it about there, I think. About there. We'll start getting this thing snugged down to the way I want it. right? Feels about right. So that means that it is about right. Top clamp here done. Click and click. It's all tight. Nothing's rotating, nothing's moving. That means that side is done. And we have our throttle cable back to the way that we need her. And then all the electrical is just going to go straight to the front here, shoot down, back through the hole here. That'll get all wired in after I get this all made beautiful looking. Now we're going to go ahead and do the passenger side. Now this one, as you can see, it doesn't have like a loop or a strand or anything like that. It's just got a little tiny Allen set screw, so it's not going to pivot on you when you're going down the road. So it just slides on. Little Allen head sticking towards the bottom, and then you just tighten her down. So I got to go find which Allen key it is for this. They also made it so it fits a little snug. See if I have the small size in this kit. It's not that one either. Okay, so it's somewhere between that size and that size. Now we're just hunting for a size. That's the one. Alright, so since this is the size, we're going to get her on. Make sure the little set screws toward the bottom. You want to make sure that she is all the way on too. She's all set screwed in there. She's not moving, not twisted, not nothing. So that side's on. Just got to get these guys on. The buttons. Get them started anyways. I don't think I've ever owned a bike that everything is actually OEM screws, like everything. Looks like somebody had to run a Coma screw or something for screws for this guy here. Okay, so that's there. Just we need to make sure to go up in the hole here so we can put the clutch on. Or just not have manly enough hands to get this one handed. Now I do. Could have swore this whole thing came up through here, but I think that would be in the way for anything else. Oh yeah, because it was like out here, because these bars are a lot narrower. It is supposed to go through there, I thought. Yeah. Been wrong before. We'll just get her in and see what happens. Starting. And the next order of business, get on her again. Make sure you have everything set to the way you want it. That's good. This side needs to come up a little bit. Just like that. Torque her down. Use your 1,000,001 hole Allen key. I'll socket. 1,000,001 gear. There's so many gears on this thing. Still about right there. Okay. I hate dealing with Torx bits, they're no fun. Teeth on them are kind of fucked most of the time. It's a little rattly, I just gotta tighten her down and we should be good to go. Then I just gotta wire in the bars again. Which you guys have seen me do wiring 1,000,001 times, so you know it's gonna take a little while, so I'm probably not gonna film my entirety of it. Go. Got a clutch, got a brake, got a returning throttle. That's not moving at all. I'm thinking we're gonna be set. Okay, so now all this guy has to do, come to the center there, go to the front, go out this side while that one goes out to that side. Those are all set up and ready. We just gotta beautify it. Bring all the wiring to the front of the bike, pull the center, run down the center into the hole. Everything else is going to be good. I got to take the tank off and seat off and everything else to wire in some other goodies that we got. But I'm going to save that for the next time when we do a whole bunch of wiring. Or I'll take care of all the wiring, and I will see you guys again next time.